Rory.
Genuine expectation plays host to grim hope. West Ham, 7 points out of 9, are at last not broke, so Glenn Roeder needn't fix them. Unchanged despite the renewed availability of Kanouté and Kanouté. Teenage fullback Glenn Johnson signed his first big-time contract this week. Trevor Sinclair might have signed for Sunderland at one point last year. He scored West Ham's winner there in October at the very start of the Wilkinson era. The second match of the McCarthy era and two changes from the first. Two of the Boss's Irishmen called up, Kevin Kilban into central midfield, and onto the right side, Thomas Butler for a first Premiership appearance since September. Darren Williams drops into full back as they seek to avoid an 8th straight defeat. Well, coincidentally, it was one of Sunderland's meagre ration of 4 victories this season over Spurs back in November, which caused West Ham to slip beneath the line into the bottom 3. Today it is Sunderland who offer the Hammers what, in theory, ought to be a clear route out of the relegation zone for the first time since. But it has to be done. Sinclair fought for it well. Defoe, neat return ball. Trevor Sinclair for West Ham with Ferdinand waiting. Sinclair's cross could get through to Lomas. In goes Ferdinand. Sorensen was brave. Cross from Sinclair was behind Les Ferdinand. Lomas made something of it. And then the Dane flung himself with courage at Big Les's feet. Phillips. Flo dashing through the middle. Butler edge of the penalty area as well. Kevin Phillips has come inside himself and lifted it in towards Flo. A break at quite some lick from Sunderland. Led by their favourite son, Kevin Phillips, who worried those who sought to stand between him and goal and who hung one up for Flo. Flags up. Time last year, Mick McCarthy was gently putting together his plans for a friendly in Dublin against Denmark, pre-World Cup. Now he's got that lot to worry about. Regardless of distance or proximity, position in the table, the away section's always full when Sunderland come to call. Ferdinand's won the header, Defoe is in, and West Ham lead. A side with new confidence, new belief. 3 games unbeaten and a quarter of the way into the 4th game of that sequence. Off the back of a prodigious leap from Les Ferdinand, given a lead again by the live wire that is Jermaine Defoe. Confidence illustrated there by a pretty pirouette and a perfect finish. Glenn Roeder needs now is for his side to keep a 3rd consecutive clean sheet for the first time in 4 years. And they will be outside the bottom 3 for the first time in what must seem to him an eternity. Mostly sliced out there by Butler. Here's Brevet. There's Cole with a lovely change of gear and change of direction and drive. Just lacked the slickness, the sureness of finish, because the deftness of foot that went before from Joe Cole was a real delight. Togetherness from West Ham before the start of the second half. And a new face, Freddie Kanouté, back from his suspension. He's had a host of injuries. He was kept out of the reserves in the week so that he could play in this game, and he replaces Les Ferdinand. So Sunderland have to score a goal. They've only scored 19 in the Premiership all season, but they may be given hope by the fact they're against the worst defence in the Premiership. Here is, though, a Lomas for West Ham. Let's have a swing with his left, which wouldn't be his favoured side. And he hasn't scored since getting 4 in the final 9 games of last season, but he raided with very visible intent. Steering rather tamely wide. Lomas wins it, feeds it for Kanouté, who's off a fair lick here, Freddie Kanouté. For his repertoire, they've missed him this year, West Ham. He's been absent so often. Brevet. Sinclair. Defoe. Jermaine Defoe right across the face. Second half maintaining the pattern of the first. Kilban. Carrick. Cole. Looking to play the killer ball again. This time potentially for Kanouté. It is Freddie Kanouté! They've missed him while he's been out. But what a pass from Joe Cole to put him in. Gathered possession, looked up and stroked it, caressed it with the outside of his boot into the spot, the only spot from which Freddie Kanouté could get away a shot. That is a fabulous pass from Cole. Sunderland are going to make a change, and it is a change up front. Andre Flo is being withdrawn, and in his place Kevin Kyle, the lanky young Scot. It's Kyle to jump, and he wins his first header. And it came to Butler, and it forced David James to make a save. Could have been an inspired substitution by Mick McCarthy. Kyle. Kanouté. Taken back and shifted on to Defoe, who's kept going laudably enough when twice he had a chance perhaps to go over and then couldn't finish, but it came instead to Sinclair and then to Kanouté, who hits it against Thornton and has to settle for a corner. Well, the quick feet of Jermaine Defoe, after Carrick won the ball back for West Ham, carried him clear of 2 centre-halves challenges, and lesser figures might have been tempted to take a tumble. Carrick's corner, Sorensen's catch. Roder was jigging and dropping a shoulder and going every inch of the way with Jermaine Defoe and willing it in. But it didn't happen. He is, though, amongst the central figures for West Ham today. Cole, nice, Lomas, nice, Kanouté. Kanouté's cross. Steered away by Williams. Defoe. Sinclair. Defoe. Taken back by Carrick. Referee waves it on. Kanouté. And still. And here's Cole. Away by Sorensen for Lomas maybe. And Sorensen's done very well second time. Now though Johnson. And he's got over Kilban's perfectly reasonable tackle. It was an excellent challenge from Kevin Kilban, who took the ball clearly. Frantic spell inside the Sunderland penalty area, and Thomas Sorensen excelled. He was made to do so after Kanouté penetrated by Cole hanging one up. That was one good palm, there was one good blockage, and there was one excellent tackle from Kilban. Thornton, robbed by Carrick, through for Kanouté, onside, Freddie Kanouté, 2! West Ham out of the bottom and Sunderland right on the very precipice. How Glenn Roeder has lamented Freddie Kanouté's absence. How pleased he will be with Carrick's hunger. And how uplifted by Kanouté's first team goal since September. In by Gray. Down towards Thornton. Taken out by Repka. Taken brilliantly by Kanouté. And shifted on for the foe. And still the foe. And it wouldn't happen for him. How much more time did he want? How many more touches of the ball? Carrick takes it, Sinclair nudges it on, Defoe, and Sorensen claws it out. It's got a bit lively now. Thrusting header from the youngster. Really does look a bit grim for Mick McCarthy and Sunderland now. Those last few flecks of black hair could be changing colours before the middle of May. Gladness and gloom, delight and doom. West Ham's escape from the bottom three after 132 days down there. Sunderland's descent into a predicament now almost beyond repair. Defoe and Kanouté the scorers. If they could have followed that forward line all season, perhaps they wouldn't have been in this mess to start with. West Ham 2, Sunderland 0.
I thought everyone had an excellent game. They all played their part. It's smashing to keep another clean sheet. You know, defensively we're looking so much tighter at the moment, defending well from the front. That allows the midfield to get tight and doesn't put so much pressure on the back four and the goalkeeper. And when they have work to do, the back four and the keeper are doing it very well.
You and Les Ferdinand are really hitting it off, and that was a big leap from him for your goal, wasn't it?
Definitely. To be honest, we've worked on it a lot in training, and he's such a great player. Obviously, it's good to play up front with him. He's got all that experience, and it's good for me. But today, I thought all the lads played really well, and it was a great result.
I don't want to go down the worst team. I don't want to go down bottom team. I don't want to go down the worst amount of points it's ever had. And I've just said that to the players in there, and they shouldn't either. So if it is that's going to happen, let's at least, I keep saying, let's at least go out fighting. We were turned over today.